Okay, now we're going to go through the revision test. The very first one is 2x take 6 equals minus 8. We need to get x by itself. So first thing to do is get rid of the minus 6 onto the other side. To put something on the opposite side, you use the opposite operation. So opposite of minus 6 is plus 6. So that's minus 8 plus 6. And that is equal to minus 2. Now we need to get rid of the 2 onto the opposite side. Opposite of times 2 is divide 2. Minus 2 on 2 is equal to minus 1, and that's the answer for x. The next one is 4x on 5 equals 8. We need to get rid of the 4 and the 5 and put them on the other side so we can get x by itself. We'll get rid of the 5 first. Opposite of divide 5 is times 5. So 8 times 5 is 40. Now we need to get rid of the 4. The opposite of times 4 is divide 4. And so that equals 10. Next one is 3x take 5 equals 5x take 9. We've got x appearing on both sides of the equation. We need to get it on the one side. We'll take 3x over to the right hand side. So if we took 5x to the left, we'd end up with a negative 2x. But if we take 3x over the other side, we end up with a positive 2x. So 5x, we're going to subtract 3x, because the opposite of plus 3x is minus 3x. On the left hand side, the opposite of take 9 is plus 9. Now 5x take 3x is 2x, minus 5 plus 9 is 4. Now the opposite of times 2 is divide 2. So we have 4 divided by 2 is our x value. So x is equal to 2. The next set of questions in 2 is looking at y equals mx plus c. And the slope is the m value and the y-intercept is the c value. So the bit in front of the x is the slope and the number by itself is the y-intercept. Looking at this one, the slope is 3 and the y-intercept is 5. With this one here, the m, if you rearrange that, that's the same as minus 2x plus 7. So the slope, m, is minus 2 and the y-intercept is 7. This one here is mx plus c. Notice there's no c, so your y-intercept is 0. Your slope, the m, is 6. This one here could be changed to y equals 1/3 x minus 4 on 3. If you need any help with that, you can see my video on fractions. Now the slope in front of the x is 1/3 and the y-intercept is minus 4 on 3. This one is written in general form. We have to get it in slope-intercept form, so we have to rearrange it. So we're going to put 5x over to the left, over to the right hand side. So opposite of plus 5x is minus 5x. Now we have to get the 3 over the other side. Opposite times 3 is divide 3. So it's minus 5 on 3x plus 6 on 3. Or we could call that minus 5 on 3x plus 2. So the slope is minus 5 on 3 and the y-intercept is 2. Question 3 is a tibia bone and the height of the person is linked to the tibia bone length by that formula there. The question is, if the tibia bone is 40 centimeters, what is the height? We put the 40 centimeters where tibia is, capital T, so height equals 70 plus 10 over 4 times by the tibia length, and the tibia length is 40. Now 10 times 40 is 400 divided by 4 will be 100, and so h equals 170 centimeters. The next question is, we've got a height of 180 and what would the tibia be? So 180 we put where h is, and we're trying to solve for t. So solving this equation, we need to get 70 onto the other side. We're going to minus 70. Opposite of plus 70 is minus 70. So we've got this equation, and 180 take 70 is 110. Now we're going to get the 4 over the other side. At the moment we're dividing 4, on the opposite side we times 4. So 110 times by 4 equals 10t. So 440 equals 10t. And now to get rid of the 10, we need to divide by 10. So it's 440 divided by 10, and the answer is 44. So when the tibia is 44 centimeters, then you get a height of 180. The next one is sketching a graph from y equals mx plus c. Now here this says the slope is 3 and the y-intercept is 1. So the y-intercept, it cuts at 1, so we can put the point there. To have a slope of 3, that means the rise is 3, the run is 1. The rise is the bit on the top, the run is the bit on the bottom. So when we go across 1, we've got to go up 3. We've got to go up like that. Across 1, up 3 to our next point. And so this is the line through these 2 points. This is the line of that equation. That's y equals 3x plus 1. What are the coordinates of 2 points that line the line? Well, you could read them off the graph, or you could actually substitute it into the equation. I'll substitute it in. So if x is 0, if you put 0 for x, you have 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. So 0, 1 is a point. Let's try 1. If you put 1 there, 1 times 3 is 3 plus 1 is 4. So 1, 4 is another point. And we can see it on here. There is 0, 1. And 1, 4, that's that point there. Those 2 points lie on the line. Find the equation of a line passing through these points here. We need to work out the slope first, followed by the y-intercept. Now to do that, we're going to do the slope formula, which is y2 take y1 on x2 take x1, where this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So y2 take y1 is going to be 4 take minus 2. x2 take x1 is going to be 5 take 3. 4, a double minus is a plus, so that's 4 plus 2, which is 6. 5 take 3 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So our equation is y equals 3x plus c. Y equals mx plus c. To find the c, we need to substitute in any point. We'll sub in, say, 5, 4. Now if you put 5 where x is and 4 where y is, we'll have 4 equals 3 times 5 plus c. So 4 equals 15 plus c. Opposite of plus 15 is minus 15, so 4 take 15 equals c. So we have 4 take 15 minus 11 as your c value. So therefore the equation is y equals 3x minus 11. Next one is a graph of a bike rider. So the first question is, when is Bob travelling the fastest? Well, it's the blue line. So it's from the 0 to 10 seconds is when he's going the fastest. How far does Bob travel in 15 seconds? In 15 seconds he goes 90 meters. Find the equations of the two lines. So we have to do a similar thing to the previous question. We're going to do line 1 first, so we can get the slope using rise on run. Now looking at the blue line, line 1, the slope is going to be rise. The rise here is, notice these are, each division is 10, because it's 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So the slope is 50, that's the rise, divided by the run, which goes up to 9. So it's 50 divided by 9. And we can put that on the calculator and get 5.6 rounded off to 1 decimal. So therefore we have y equals mx plus c, it's 5.6x plus c. Now to find the c, we substitute in a point. We could put in this point here, that's not 0, 0, that is 0, 30, because it doesn't, the y scale doesn't start at 0, it starts at 30, that's 40, that's 50. So if we substitute that in, that's saying that 30 is where y is, and 0 is where x is. So that times that is 0, so we get 30 equals c. So our equation is y equals 5.6x plus 30. Now line 2, go back to the red one, we're going to get the slope of this, and we can use once again rise on run using this triangle. The rise is 10, the run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 10 divided by 6 is equal to 1.7 rounded off. So our equation is y equals 1.7x plus c. Now to find the c, we substitute a point in. We could use this point here, because that's lying on the line, which is 9, 90. So if we put 9, 90 in, then 90 is where y is, and 9 is where x is. Now 1.7 times 9 is equal to 15.3, and now we have to subtract 15.3 over to the other side, and so we get positive 74.7. So our equation is y equals 1.7x plus 74.7. So there's equation 1 and there's equation 2. And question 6 is changing slope-intercept form into general form. General form is written with the x first, followed by the y, followed by the number. So changing this around, we could see that if we take y to the other side, we'd have minus y. If we take 5 over to the other side, we'd have plus 5. That's in that form. I mean, we could turn this around to say that it's 3x take y equals 5. It's just the same thing. We've got it in general form because it goes x first, y second, then the number. This one here, we want to take 2x over the left-hand side. Because it's negative, that's why I'm taking x on the left, whereas the previous one I left x on the right, because we want to keep the x positive. So if I plus 2x, we'll have 2x plus y equals 7. Part C, first thing to do, we could actually say this, we could take y over the other side and make a third x take y equals minus 2, taking 2 over the other side. Generally we don't like having fractions. This a and this b are not fractions, so what we do is we multiply everything by 3. If you times this by 3 you'll get minus 6. If you times that by 3 you'll get 1, so it's just x. If you times this by 3 you'll have minus 3y. Now rearranging the other way, this time we've got the general form, we want to go back to the slope-intercept form. So we'll take 5y over the other side and 15 over the other side. So 10x minus 15 equals a positive 5y. And minus 5y has become a plus 5y. Now we have to get rid of the 5. Opposite times 5 is divide 5. So if I divide that by 5, I get 2. And if I divide that by 5, I get 3. So that's our slope-intercept form. We can see the slope is 2, the y-intercept is minus 3. Part B, take 5x over to the other side. So that'll be minus 5x plus 7. And then we want to divide by 3. So that's going to be minus 5/3 x plus 7/3. And that's the slope and that's the intercept. The last one, I'll take the 5x over the other side and get plus 5x plus 6. Now to get rid of the divide 3, we're going to times by 3. So it'll be 15x plus 18. That's the slope and that's the intercept. Okay, now you should write a help sheet ready for the test. And there is also another revision test 2, you could try yourself under timed test conditions. You have a double lesson to do that, and you can check the solutions that I have written down as well.